Well, hello, Stampers. Thank you for waiting for me tonight for a few extra minutes. I appreciate that. Well, I assumed you waited. I assumed you waited. I don't know that for sure. But it doesn't matter because I am so excited tonight. I could just sit here and talk to myself. We are going to take a look at this beautiful new August to December 2020 mini catalog. So as I am getting my screen updated here so I can see some playback, make sure everything looks good for you. Please let me know that you're here. Say hello, say anything else you'd like me to know about you. If you're a first-time watcher, I'd love to know. Viewer, I guess. Watcher sounds a little leery, doesn't it? If you are a first-time viewer, I would love to know that. I would also like to know sometime during tonight, what is your favorite product from the new August to December mini catalog? I will try and narrow it down to one. At least I will probably tell you what's my favorite thing about most every suite. But I'll try and tell you my very, very favorites. It's hard to choose though, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had a hard time choosing. And I'm still not finished, right? The good thing is we can order from this catalog until January 3rd, I believe, maybe the 4th. Let me see. We can order through January 4th. Yes. So you just keep your shopping list handy. You can always add to it. And then as you buy things, you can check them off. Oh, it feels so good. And then the beautiful products arrive at your house, right? Hello, ladies. Darcy's already telling me she likes the poinsettias. Well, poinsettias, whatever. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Oh, Maria's a frequent stalker. Yes, you are, Maria. And you know what? I stalk you right back. So I'm glad to see you. Hi, Leslie. Happy Friday morning to you, Leslie. I hope you're doing well. And that everybody's doing good. Looks like some of my favorites, speaking of favorites, some of my favorites are on here already. Kathy and Kathy, Darcy and Susan. Susan, I hope you're feeling better this week. And I hope that everything is going well in Montana, Darcy, and Washington, Donna. So let's get started, shall we? We are not going through every page. I thought what I would do is we're going to hit some highlights. So I've made some samples of things that I've cased from the catalog. The last few nights I've been having so much fun because I've been casing the catalog. And for any of you that might not know, or for a friendly reminder, you can find supply lists for gosh. Okay, we're all good. You can find a supply list on the demonstrator website, or you can contact your demonstrator for a supply list for any of the samples that you see in the catalog. And we'll talk a little more about that as I point them out to you. And now what you heard was just some stuff falling off of my new shelving. Didn't get it placed quite right, obviously. Hello, Julie, and thank you so much for sharing. And you remind me that if you share this to your page, you help my small business without spending a cent, because you never know when one of your friends is going to want to come and stamp with us. All right, it's okay, Cash. Cash wanted to come see if I was still alive. Yep, I'm still alive, Cashy. Thank you for checking. Okay, right off, we are going to start with and again, I'm not hitting every page. So there's a beautiful little letter here from our co-founder and board chair, Shelly Gardner. Don't want to ever neglect her. She's lovely. She's the reason we all meet, right? But let's talk about the kits, because the kits are really spectacular. And I know we're getting a little bit of glare from the light. I'm going to try and find like a happy medium here. But hello, Roz. Everybody, oh, just saying goodbye to your grandkids. That's important. I'm so glad to hear that. It makes my heart happy. Anyway, I will try and minimize the glare. But anyway, so here's a kind of a picture. But I just wanted to mention over here, there are great descriptions of the 4 kinds of kits that are included in this catalog, and furthermore that Stampin' Up! Has. So subscription kits, everyone knows what that is, right? It's Paper Pumpkin, and we talk about Paper Pumpkin a lot, so I will not go on tonight about and extol its virtues, right? Then there are all-inclusive kits. I love all-inclusive kits. I did a YouTube video last Sunday about an all-inclusive kit that we have called Simply Citrus. That is a kit that will include just about everything you need. Doesn't usually include scissors, I don't think. But other than that, you can just grab that kit and go. You can take it to a friend's house. You can take it to Thanksgiving. And it's just a fun, it's a fun thing to have around when you don't really want to design any cards yourself, when you just want someone to tell you how to make some beautiful cards. So that is the all-inclusive kit. Now the project kit is a lot like that. Key components of the kit are all included, but then you will probably, or not probably, you will add some additional suggested items. So these kits work the best for people who have a little bit of a stash, at least, maybe a few extra paper pumpkin stamp sets or other stamp sets that they would like to use. Or of course, the project kit is usually designed with a particular stamp set and or bundle in mind. So, and then finally we have the product medley. Product medley is targeted to, I would say, an avid stamper, because you get lots of components of beautiful product. Sometimes you'll get many multiples of some beautiful DSP, but you do not have instructions to make certain designs. So it is all up to you, my friends. All of the inspiration comes from you when you're using the product medley. And we have one that was so pretty last year that they brought it back this year. So let's talk about those for just a moment. That's not going to work. I was going to try and fold that over, but that's not going to work, Lisa. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Hello, Elizabeth and Donna, my New Zealand friend. Cindy, how are you doing? And I hope you found your tutorial okay. All right, so first of all, here's the joy of sharing. All-inclusive card kit. This card kit has room for photos. Doesn't that look excellent? It also has some really, really nice foil framing, I would call it, I guess, and some different die cut pieces. And it is an all-inclusive card kit, so you get this stamp set right along with it, which is really nice. And then, of course, once you make this kit, you can still keep that really great stamp set and use it for lots of other things. Here's one that I think I'm going to get. I'm intrigued by it. It looks really fun. And Sarah Douglas, daughter of Shelley, our CEO, she did a video with this earlier this week and posted it on the demonstrator website. And it was really fun. Of course, once you see people working with the supplies, then you realize, like, there's a gem on every page of this catalog. You can't really go wrong. Hello, Brene. All right, so here's something. You will see things marked in the catalog as returning fave. So this is one thing that was so popular last year that it's returning this year. And I sold, let's see, what was I going to say? Elizabeth is on here, and I got the, I had the opportunity to send these to her daughter in New York, and she put them together with her grandkids. So I always think about you, Elizabeth, when I think about this, because that was really special, and I was so glad that I could get those arranged for you. So anyway, here's the Christmas countdown. It is an advent calendar. You can also turn the boxes around, so you can use it for a birthday countdown. And here they've showed, like, let me bring that up. They've made a really cute little storage piece out of it. I really like that. So the choices are endless with what you do with the Christmas countdown kit. And then finally, here's that product medley. It's called The Most Wonderful Time. It is also a returning fave. And it has this tinsel in it that I'm kind of in love with. I wish I could just have extra of that. The one nice thing about all of the pictures in this catalog is, especially for the kids, it will show you, whoops, oh, I see now, sorry about that. It will show you everything that you're getting in the medley, and has a close-up of the embellishments. They're so beautiful. So please take a look at that one. It might be the perfect thing for you to just grab this kit and make all of your Christmas cards from it. The other option is that you can buy some of the products as a refill kit. So for $26, you get a little bit of a selection of these. You can either use it, of course, as a refill, or you can add it again to your other supplies. And so please don't forget about that as an option. I did that with the product medley in the all-inclusive kit, and I definitely wasn't sorry that I did. Yes, Elizabeth tells us it's a beautiful calendar and it's a great project for kids. So right there, that is all you need to know from Elizabeth. If Elizabeth says it's good, it's good. She has excellent taste. I mean, she likes me, doesn't she? Enough said. Okay, now we're going to skip a little bit. Now, the things I'm skipping, it doesn't mean I don't like them. It just means I really don't think you're going to sit here with me for 4 or 5 hours to gush about every single page in the catalog. And I'm going to hit some highlights, and we probably will do something else like this again, because this catalog has such great samples in it. I think you all know that. The catalogs are as much an idea book as they are a book for ordering. And on that note, if you do not have a catalog and you live in the United States and you don't have another demonstrator, pick me. I would love to send you a catalog, complimentary, and you can look at all the pretty things, and I'll give you a nice pre-printed shopping list so you can get all organized. Hey, Julie, no problem. I'm assuming everyone else has sound, or you would have said something to me now. Kathy Strange would have yelled at me in all caps. Hey, Kathleen Zuckerman. Nice to see you. And you are so right. Pictures in the catalog don't do things justice. It's so much prettier. Okay, so a couple of things I want to mention on this. I did not make a sample with this. I don't have this set yet. It's definitely very endearing to me. I love the stamp set as much as I love the dies. So if you too like this, make sure you take a look at it. You can see here that they've used it with, oh gosh, it's a suite in the annual catalog. It's about travel. Anyway, they've paired it with the die cuts or stamps from that, and just works seamlessly. It looks like the same set. One thing I wanted to mention on this page, though, is it's got some icons that follow throughout the catalog for lots of things, and so I just want you to know about them. First of all, we still, as always, have 10% off of the new bundles. So when you purchase both the stamp set and the dies or punch, depending on the bundle, when you purchase those in the same order, you get 10% off right the bat. Right off the bat. I love it. And then also, there's this little icon, the clock, and that means that they've gone through the catalog and they've marked projects that are either time savers or they make great multiples. So I would say this one is probably, well, it's probably both. But anyway, just look for that, because if you're like me, you want to make a lot of Christmas cards. And I tend to choose like 2 or 3 designs, and then I'll make 20 or 30 of each. So if you want time savers or multiple ideas, look for this little clock icon. And finally, this one over here that was all shiny. It says mini. And that's kind of exciting, isn't it? So just to take a step back, today, or no, I'm sorry, Tuesday, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the regular size machine, went on sale to demonstrators right? So we have 2 machines that are going to be available. We have the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's $120 US, and this is a standard size. And then we have a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, not yet available to us because of COVID supply issues, but they have said we will be able to have that by the end of the year. So very exciting. That one is $60. You can intersperse die cuts as long as they will fit. You can't, each of them have separate plates, and you can't like put the plates from the mini over into the standard. My understanding is it doesn't work that way. But the standard size, as I was saying, is available to demonstrators now and available to customers September 1st. But if you are a customer and you cannot wait until September 1st, you don't have to. All you have to do is come join the Zoo Crew, my team, and sign up to be a discount shopper, and you can put the standard size cut and emboss into your starter kit. You can get that and, let's say, a bottle of glue, and you'll pay $99 plus tax for the whole thing. So please think about that. My Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine should be here soon, and we will have to talk about it once I get it. But it's shown here also. So back to the little icons. There is an icon that will show you if a particular set of dies can be used in the mini. It's just the dimensions that determines that. The mini is the same type of machine as the standard machine. I just wanted you to know kind of what that meant. Okay? So, as I said, cannot order the mini right now. No one can. It's just not available, but it will be. Now we're going to take a stop here at Poinsettia Place. Wasn't it Darcy? Was it Darcy or Donna that said they love this? I love this too. And saying that makes me laugh because I remember a friend of mine, she had made a Christmas drink for an office party she went to. And one of the ladies at the party, like, let's say my friend said it was a poinsettia, frosty poinsettia, let's say the name of the drink was. And the lady kind of called her out and was like, "Isn't it poinsettia?" So anyway, that's how we tell the story all the time. And in case you're wondering, both pronunciations are correct. So there you go. I think it's probably more of a regional thing. And I say poinsettia. I don't put that I in there, but Stampin' Up! Has been fancy and they put it in there. And that's probably good because this is a fancy sweet. Oh my goodness. Look at all those beautiful ideas. So you have both stamped poinsettias and 3D poinsettias and everything in between, and flocked paper, and oh my goodness. There's another icon here though, and that is this icon, and that just means there's a video available for this. You can find it on the Stampin' Up! YouTube channel, or more conveniently, you can find these posted on my business page, the page you're on right now. I've not given them to you all at once. I like to dole them out like a little treat. So if you just watch my page every day, I've been posting something from the new catalog every day, and usually a video. Those videos are so helpful. I love them. So make sure that if there's a video available and you like the suite, take a look at it. Okay, let's start with our first actual example, shall we? Now this is one of my favorites because I've been waiting for a Stampin' Up! Version of having these floater dies back behind words. I absolutely love it. And you can kind of cut your own, but why would we want to do that? Oh, why would we want to cut that when we can have a beautiful die for it? So here is an example you've seen before. I send these out, or I sent them out with my catalogs. So you could slap this right on the front of a card. You can obviously use it as a tag, which is kind of the way I made it. But this is how the letters work. So there are 3 different components to each word: joy, peace, and bright. And you can use any or all combinations. And then there are some great little sentiments that are up on kind of colored rectangles. And that's how you get those words. And you can mix and match the words. You can use this on other things. I've seen lots of people using these words for birthday cards and other things like that. So, oh, Leslie said you ordered this with your new machine. This set, Leslie, exciting. That's going to be a good little Stampin' Up! Box. I like that idea. I also made another card from this suite that I really like, but I'm going to show you that later, because this and really all stamp sets appear in the back in an index, and I want to take a minute to talk about that because it's very helpful. And also there's all sorts of different examples back there, so please don't miss them. So anyway, please take a look at the Peace and Joy bundle. It's super fun. And in keeping with our little icon spotting, you can run these through the mini. And again, that means you can use the mini or the standard, but obviously they're pointing out that you can use the mini because it doesn't flip-flop, right? You can use the mini. Things that go into the mini will go into the standard, but it might not work the other way around. Here's another returning fave. I can't wait to get this back out and use it. In fact, I think next week, I think I'll do a live based on returning faves, right? Because I have a lot. So between the annual catalog and things that reappeared here, we should have a lot of fun with that. And even they brought the paper back. I don't even know if we've ever done that before, but we brought the paper back. So that's a really nice bonus because I went to look for that paper, right? I was sure I had extras. I didn't have a shred of it. And I remember loving it. Now you're going to be singing Three Dog Night. What did I say? Something weird. Showing my age. I remember Three Dog Night. I didn't see them in concert or anything, but you know, I've listened to the oldies station. Okay, let's talk about trimming the town because it is really gorgeous. Kind of hits me in the feels for lots of reasons here. It's just such a pretty set. It's also really fun, and I think you'll remember that a few weeks ago we made this card, and it has nothing to do with Christmas, but it just has a cute little slug bug running through it, right? Using the in colors. And so please keep in mind, I love to look for any little stamp that might be used for something else, just for fun. I love to use something so that even you can stump a seasoned stamper. Let's say like Jill Peterson might be looking at the slug bug card and wondering, where did she get that car stamp, right? So I like to stump the stamper. That's a thing. I just made it up. And it has a beautiful set of dies with it. And I have them, but I don't know that you want me to show you every single set of dies I have. The picture in the catalog does a really good job. Anyway, you get snow drifts and different types of houses. So you can have houses that cut out with the star and the heart, or houses that cut out the particular stamps. And of course, there's paper that has the homes in it too that you can cut out. Let's go back to these ideas. They are beautiful. In this particular one, you can tell they've like used paper and then they have sponged all around the edges, probably with Night of Navy, to make it look like a close-up of a wintry night. And this house is made by stamping and die cutting all 3 of the houses. So there's not a house that looks just like this. But you can rearrange the pieces and parts to make it look like, you know, all sorts of different things. Sorry, Kathy. We'll catch you on the replay. No problem. Thank you so much. I really like this sentiment. May the good times of today become the cherished memories of tomorrow. Wishing you lots of love, joy, and happiness. That comes from, that's going to stump me. That's going to stump the stamper. We'll find it though, because I remember thinking about getting this particular stamp set and just for this. We're going to find it. Anyway, lots of really cute. You can see the car with the tree here, and it's so cute because the tree dwarfs the car like it would in real life, right? You even get a tiny little wreath that you can cut out. This is a really special stamp set or suite because every time you purchase either the Coming Home stamp set individually or as part of this bundle or suite, Stampin' Up! Will donate $3 to charities devoted to adoption, foster care, and infertility. Last year, I believe it was the nature set, and I don't remember the particular charities, but Stampin' Up! Is very committed to making a difference, and this is one of the ways they do. So of course, I bought it straight away. In fact, I bought the whole suite because it's just, like I said, it's just charming. Let me get the embellishments out. I really like them. They're matte. They have a matte finish, which is kind of fun. And again, I use them. There's a little star. So I use this star, but here are the embellishments. Aren't they fun? And they have kind of flat tops and rounded sides. Is that kind of like me? I don't know. I don't really have a flat top, but I do have rounded sides, guaranteed. So anyway, very nice. Oh, Roz is telling me mental health charities. Thank you so much. Perfect. Oh, Maria, Tag Buffet. Yes. Thank you. Maria spotted the stamp, didn't she? Did you order that, Maria, or did you just kind of know that? So that's where that sentiment comes from, the Tag Buffet stamp set. It's great, isn't it? And it reminds me of a wedding sentiment. So there you go, an alternate use for that. It's something a little different, more than just your standard Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And it's also something really nice you can put on the inside of a card. Okay, let's see here. We have Returning Moose, of course. Okay, let's make a card now. Just when you thought, just when you were thinking about taking a little snoozer. Don't take a snoozer yet. We are going to make this a card using this stamp set, but different supplies. But I do want to mention here, this catalog has felt, y'all. And you can cut these with dies or paper snips. And so you get 4 sheets, 1 each of these 4 colors: Early Espresso, Just Jade, Real Red, and Whisper White. Looks fun. And let's see here, the sheets are 6 by 12. So like half of a sheet of DSP. So something fun and different. They've used the white as strips in these cards. We're not going to do that because I don't have the felt. I can't order everything, ladies. I know you find that surprising, but I do order a lot. I do what I can for the company, right? Okay, so here's the stamp set though, because who doesn't want the stamp set? It's like famous little sentiments from movies. And so of course, we are going to talk about who said what, right? So let's see. I am going to give away a package of these snowflake adhesive backed sequins. I have some around here, in fact, but they're gone. I don't know where they are. They've been swallowed up by the other supplies. If you can name in this post the 4 movies or shows that these came from, put it in a post. Please don't just immediately Google it. You can use your brains. You guys know this. You guys know this. So anyway, put that in a post here, and let me get some supplies out. And yes, Brene, look at that. Can you believe that color match? It wasn't a color match at all. Of course, I thought of Magenta Madness when I saw it. I thought, oh, that's a little bit like Magenta Madness. It was called something like, I don't know, orchid, some orchid thing. And then once she got it on there, I was like, oh, yes. You know me. I love to match with the supplies. Okay, so yes, I'm getting out our card stuff. And oops, I'm sorry, I've covered that up in case you're playing the game, right? So, and I'll try and do the best I can to make it the first post that I see that has all of the names in it. I don't have I don't have a machine watching this, so it's just gonna have to be, you're gonna have to put me on my honor. Okay, first of all, as I was saying, beautiful stamp set in photopolymer. Haven't even used it yet. Ooh, don't you love a fresh stamp set? And that's the sticky part of it. So fun. And as well as the sentiments, of course, you get this cute little bell, and you get this little sprig of holly and berries. Kind of goes with a few of the sentiments. This also goes with the beautiful bell suite or bundle. Maybe it's a bundle that we have. We're also going to be using these blue adhesive backed gems. Let me take them out. I want you to get the full effect. These are gorge. Half of them are kind of have an iridescence on them, and then half are, I don't know, I don't want to call them plain. They're certainly not plain, but half of them are lighter in color. I would say they're very much a balmy blue, but they're going to go with any blues. But we are using balmy blue on our card tonight. So anyway, these are beautiful. I will point them out. They're in the Snowflake Suite. That's not the name of it. I don't have all of the names memorized, but anyway, they're in the Snowflake Suite. So, okay. So I have chosen balmy blue to make this card. And so I have a card base in balmy blue. We do not want to make the card upside down, do we? That would be weird. Then I've just taken balmy blue and I've run it through the Subtles embossing folder. I think you can see that. It is subtle, so you have to look closely, but it provides just an extra layer of little texture. And then I love this card for a couple of different reasons, because they've done a step it up, right? Step it up is like kind of like beginner, casual, and avid, or easy, easier, easiest, or whatever. Okay. Oh, we have a couple in here. Oh, we have a couple in here. That's good. Now, I don't even know this one. I'm going to have to look it up. But Roz and Maria have weighed in. I'm not going to say whether they're right or wrong. For one thing, I don't know yet. But for the other, if you're playing, then go ahead and play. Because you know what? Roz and Maria, maybe they didn't get every one of those right. So again, I'll be giving away these beautiful adhesive-backed embellishments. Oh, I believe I can only give it to somebody in the United States, though. I'm sorry about that. But you can still play, even if you're in another country. I'll send you this card that I'm making. If you put it in there and win. The last one is for both movies. Okay, got it. Leslie says, oh, I saw a Christmas card yesterday made in Magenta Madness and Coastal Cabana. It was gorgeous. Yes, I think I saw that same card, Leslie. And that's one of my favorite things to do, is make Christmas cards in non-traditional colors. In fact, a couple of years ago, Emma Goddard made a pink watercolored tree. And I sort of cased that design, and oh gosh, I made so many of those cards. Never got tired of them. They were gorgeous. and they were very well received. Everyone was, you know, kind of what I think about. I mean, I'll be honest, I want my Christmas cards to stand out. Oh, when people see them amongst the sea of cards from Costco and stuff, then I want people to go, ooh, who made the card? That's cool. So anyway, that's one way to do it, right? Is with a non-traditional color. That's just gonna go flat on there. And then I've just cut some gorgeous paper in 1 inch by 5 inch strips. This is the Balmy Blue Glimmer paper. And this is, hold on now. It is also from the Snowflake Suite. Oh gosh, it's called Snowflake Splendor. So it has some really beautiful designs and they all coordinate. So I just cut some of them. I don't even know which ones we're going to use. Some of them are just flipped over. So this is a great kind of a strip card, scrap card. Ah, bonjour Martine, ça va? So nice to see your name pop up. So we're just gonna use some of these. They have made them like very random, right? The fun in this is that they're random. So I love that. I like random. And I thought we would banner punch a couple of them just for fun. As you know, I don't cut my own banner ends because that would lead to chaos. So I use any one of our punches. This is the tailored tag punch. And so you can just put this in here and do like a partial punch on it, right? I think I'm doing that backwards though. That would be like a pointy. Now we have a punch in this catalog. I'll try not to miss it. That is a banner punch. It's a banner pick-a-punch, right? So it punches in 3 different sizes really easily, and you get just what I was talking about. You either get the, what do I want to call it? The innie or the outie. So you either get like a point or a banner, and you get it in 3 different sizes. So anyway, I probably will go ahead and get that because it's nice to have that versatility all in one punch instead of dragging out 2 or 3 different ones. All right, now, oh, look, I made a little diamond. That's cute. I bet I couldn't do that again if I tried. Now, these are all going to be laying flat because we still have a sentiment piece that we're going to put up on the top. And God help us, when you're doing Christmas cards, you don't want to have them be too voluminous. Don't you love this paper? It's so mesmerizing. I'm in love with it. Oh, of course, no shedding. Just cuts really cleanly. This is what the back looks like. Sometimes you need some extra adhesive with this. I will be using Seal Plus. You can use tear and tape though. You could use glue dots, but I recommend the Seal Plus and I recommend the Seal. I love them both. It was such an easy transition. So I'm just gonna kind of dry set these and see where we might want this stuff, right? I don't want the glimmer on the end because there's only one piece of it. Don't ask me why that makes sense to my brain, but it does. Then I might want to like really jazz it up with that mint macaron. I love this piece because it has purple but has Highland Heather. This suite basically has Highland Heather and then all of our blues. So it's really fun that way. Now let's see. Oh my gosh, I just thought I heard something else falling behind me. I'm starting to get a little weirded out. You guys haven't seen this joint, but that's why I'm doing most of my videos right now, just camera facing down, because I am reworking my, I'm reworking all of my storage. And so while it's really fun and it's going to look fantastic in the end, it looks a little crazy right now, I'll be honest. So we just have to keep our eyes facing down for right now. And then just let things fall all around me. Don't be worried. Okay, I might just want one of the banner pieces. I kind of think that. So obviously I'm going to make more than one of these cards though. So just keep your strips. Everybody keep your strips. Now, let's see. Can I turn this one around? What is that one? Oh, that one is different. I think I like it. Keeps it different, right? Okay, we're going to put our pieces down like that. There's no right or wrong way to eat a Reese's. No, is that what it is? Of course, I would think about that. Something that sounds like candy. I'm going to put this down first and build around it. I think most of you know also this has been a very fun few days for me. And yeah, I realize we're in the time of COVID. But I have a COVID garden. Yes, I had my front yard completely re-landscaped. I only kept 2 of my plants. And then I had some definite improvements made to the backyard. So I'm not going to go with my original plan here, as you can tell. They did such a nice job. It was a big cost for me, and I went with a company that, truthfully, is more expensive than others. But I've loved shopping there for years and years, and so I just knew they would probably do a really excellent job. And they did. I feel like I've just flown first class, and now I'm going to be spoiled when I have anyone come and work in the yard again. It's a good thing that I have everything almost finished, because I don't know when I'm going to trust anybody to come work in the yard again. Anyway, I loved my crew. I wanted to give them all hugs, but of course, we're not doing that right now. Now I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter, because I don't want the ends to end up all at the same place. So this is like a very forgiving design for that, right? You just kind of place them wherever you want to. So anyway, the project manager, I just totally met eye to eye with her, and she took my ideas and made them so much better. So that's what you want in a good designer, right? Anyway, it's been really fun. Honestly, the first time I went out there and looked at it, I teared up. Yes, I'm a crier anyway, but I'm sure that they thought it was Bazanco. Thank goodness I had a mask on. I could kind of hide it. Not that I'm ashamed of crying or anything, but okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were just talking about plants, and they were trying to show me some different things, and then I just had to stop them. I'm like, you've got to just give me a minute, because you guys do this every day, but like, I need a minute to soak this in. It's that beautiful. And they were, my project manager was like, that's so cute. So anyway, I had a moment, and I was fine. And it's just been really fun. So I did post some pictures. I'll post more. It's not a very nice time to stand outside and take pictures right now, friends. They chose like the hottest week of the summer to do it. And so anyway, the pictures were kind of fast and furious, but I'll get to it. Okay, back to our card. I've just kind of put those strips down. It looks really pretty random, doesn't it? Except the color and the pattern is what like brings it back together. It makes it really cohesive. So, all right, now let's do the sentiment, which is really cool. And I like that it's in black. It's nice and just crisp and out there. On the completely stepped up card, they've used a watercolor wash in the background. It's a perfect idea. And some die cuts, right? I think we can find some die cuts around here to use, but in the meantime, let's get some paper and make our sentiment. Let's see. Now it looks like they went just about clear across the card. So when you were looking at the supply list for the cards, it's not like a tutorial. Like, they're not going to give you a full description of measurements and all that stuff. You have to kind of jimmy that and figure that out yourself. But we can do that. Okay, that's 4. So I'm going to do it at 3 3/4. I still want it to come across the strips, right? But then, sorry, I need the stamp set. I'm measuring kind of off camera here, right? I do like maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. So we kind of need, let's see here, just about half. Just kind of eyeballing this again. I don't always do that, but I think it's going to work for this really easily. And I would cut that square of white based on which stamp you're going to use. So we're going to use this one. Maybe Christmas means a little bit more. I know I've heard that before. Hope you're still playing the game. This is fun. We're going to put this on the Stamparatus because it's a lot of image and it's a new image in photopolymer, and so I don't want to mess it up. So with Stamparatus, we can't really mess it up because if you don't get it right the first time, you get a do-over. How many times can you say that in life? Yeah, not always, right? Not always. Oh, thank you, Roz. My landscape looks beautiful and you get what you pay for. You know what? That's just what I thought when I was sitting out there. And they did a lot of extra things. Now, I don't have the final bill yet, but my project manager told me I was still in budget. So, and most importantly, I think most of you know me well enough to know that I love being in my yard. I love working in my yard. And so it's very special for me to, or it's very important for me to have a really nice yard because I love that kind of thing. All right, let's pick up this brand new stamp. And I think I might even stamp this in, stays on. It stains those photopolymer stamps so terribly. I might not want to do that. Ooh, that was like really good, Lisa. Good job. Wow. And then I moved it. Okay, we're still straight. I'm gonna use Memento. You know why? Because we can come back in and use Memento a couple of times. Yes, so that's been really nice for me and not so nice for Tango especially, who's been on, oh my gosh, who's been on guard duty. Yeah, I shouldn't be inking it this way. You know that. Anyway, he's been on guard duty for quite a while. So I told him tomorrow I'm going to go to work in the morning. So I told him he's like off duty and he can just take a rest in the morning. And I think he's going to be happy to do that. Cash definitely likes to watch. And Cash will be totally silent until one of the guys started to like walk towards the house. Even if they weren't like close. I don't even know that they were ever up on the deck. But if they just started walking towards the house, then he started his little low-pitched growl. Like, don't even think about coming up here by my mom. I will hurt you. So, luckily, you know, they didn't kill us. I'm just going to fine-tune this H. You could also do this with the black Stampin' Write marker. You can kind of color in pieces. Isn't that beautiful, though? Oh, my gosh. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with this font. The sentiment, of course, this little tiny little piece of holly and ivy off to the side. So cute. Did anybody else get this stamp set? I hope you did. You know, I'm a sucker for a good sentiment stamp set because it goes with everything, right? Ooh, so this is what it's gonna look like. Now we have to decide. I am definitely going to be using some of these beautiful blue adhesive back gems. What else might we like? I love that little collection of papers. So pretty. I'm gonna put some Stampin' Dimensionals up on this, but I'm wondering, do I want to use some of that really cool pool party ribbon? Yes. This is from the Whale of a Time suite. It just happens to be my August online card kit. And so please don't forget about it. Only a few more days to sign up for that. I don't know. This might ruin the clean. Yeah, we're just going to put a bow on it. The clean lines of it. Anyway, this pool party sheer ribbon is sheer fantasy. I love this. Is it organza? I love it when we have this organza ribbon. I think it's just so pretty, and I think that even when it's mashed flat in the mail, it just pops right back to life. It's so easy to work with. So this is in the annual catalog, and again, it's part of the Whale of a Time suite. You'll be getting some in your online card class if you signed up for that, and a few of you did, and I'm so excited. I've been designing the cards, and the supplies come tomorrow. Sadly, the Whale of a Time sequins are not available right now, so I'll be asking those of you that are taking that class. I'm going to give you a couple different options. So anyway, other than that, knock on wood, the supplies were all in and everything was a go. All systems go for Whale of a Time. You always have to worry about that, right? When you're doing a class. Sometimes things get really popular around here. They sell out. Well, I like the way our card is shaping up. I think it's really beautiful. And I love just this sentiment in black on the white paper. Really pops out from our designs, doesn't it? I mean, from our printed paper. Yeah, it's really pretty. I need to look at this before yeah, it was a little crooked there. So the Stampin' Dimensionals, you kind of just like perch them, and then before you burnish them, right? You can take a look at them. Make sure they're going to be okay. Hello, Natalie. Nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day. We are just making some cards from the new Holiday Mini catalog, and this covers all sorts of seasons. Okay. Let's see. There's always kind of a front and a back to a bow, and there's mine right there. Putting a glue dot on. Okay. Ooh. Beautiful. Now let's put some of these gems on. I don't know if it can get any prettier. I'm just going to use the ones that don't have the iridescence to them. There are 2 different sizes, in case you're wondering, and there are 120, so 60 of each kind of finish, right? And then a couple different sizes to choose from. So nice. How about there? And then how about a couple at the top, because we can. Aw, so sweet. I like it so much. Okay, so there's our first case, and I like it. Oh, thank you. Roz is giving me a standing ovation. Well, not a standing ovation. I don't want it. She's just giving me a hand. Very fun. And Tango is also super excited, isn't he? No, it's just the neighbor. Sorry. He's not very impressed about cards. This is really pretty. And I love that it gives a nod to said movie, right? And it's easy. It's not super thick. I kind of like to show you that. If you keep the bow off of it, well, I think with these, you still need to put our non-machinable stamp on it. But isn't it fun? Oh, it's so cute. I might send it to one of you. Not right now, of course. That would be weird. But if this shows up. Okay, so please don't forget about this sentiment stamp set. It's called Christmas Means More. It's only $16. It's super cute, and you might want to add the snowflake embellishments while you're at it. I should have obviously ordered more than I ordered because, as I told you, I can't find mine. I'll find them right when I get off here, though. Yep. As soon as I hit the stop button, I'll find them. No worries. Now, this is the suite that we just got those supplies from. Snowflake Splendor Suite. Sorry, I was kind of stuttering on that. Oh goodness, I forgot I have this ribbon. The Snowflake Splendor ribbon. Let's at least take a look at it. And I like the pool party ribbon. That's really beautiful. So I'm not worried that we use that. But where is my, here it is. I was beginning to think it was hiding with my snowflakes. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. So it's white with this iridescent finish. I think you can really see that well over on the right-hand side of the screen. Isn't that gorgeous? And of course it goes so well with all of those papers. So, you know, just a different look, but really nice. 10 yards of that, $7. All of the ribbons are, you get 10 yards, unless there are some that are different. Sometimes twine is more than that, or sometimes we have ribbon combo packs, and they will usually total 10 yards. But I always think 10 yards makes about 30 cards. Now, of course, if you're wrapping the whole side in ribbon or something, you're going to get less. But for a general embellishment to a card, you can get about 30 cards out of 10 yards of ribbon. Oh gosh, here's kind of a little don't blink and miss it thing. There's a card display in here that is $30. It's on page 41. I want to make sure you can see that. It's just kind of missing. It's over here by this really cute scenery stamp. But like I said, it's $30 and you can get all of the measurements here, but basically it's 12 by 18. I love it because as a demonstrator, we always need things like this. However, I'm going to use it just as much for my Christmas cards as I am for my business. So it's going to do double duty for me. And it also comes with 12 little gold library clips that you could easily use. Our other binder clips, or we've sold clothespins in the past. These were just some super cute ones that I got on the clearance rack a while ago. So anyway, just want you to not miss this because you can, I don't have it yet, so I don't want to speak for it fully, but I'm planning on putting cards on both sides of it. So I think it's going to be really pretty. And I love to show off cards. I mean, of course, we all do, right? Or we wouldn't be sitting here on a Thursday night talking about cards. So please keep that in mind. And then it folds flat, which is also one of the best things about it, because I've had display things in the past for Christmas cards, but they don't fold flat. You know, it's usually like a tree, and it starts out really cute, and then when I get it out again the next year, it's been flattened over time. So I like the display rack idea. Okay, Love of Leaves. Probably my favorite. No, did I already say that? Well, it's one of my favorites. It's definitely my favorite in the fall variety. So that's what I'm going to call it. And we are going to case the catalog here. And so I have done a couple of things with this bundle. I think it's absolutely beautiful. One thing I did though was this caught my eye because the color combination was just like something I hadn't quite seen. I took it and I did a little something different with it. I made a card, well, a tag, that can easily go on the top of a card. I actually just made 4 of these as thank yous with some other little goodies that I put together for my landscapers. So anyway, it was perfect. It was inspiration right when I needed it. And then I've used some clear dots from the Jar of Flowers embellishments. Anyway, isn't this fun? I absolutely love it. I think it shows off the bundle really nicely. This is a fully stitched bundle. Look at those dies. Get a load of those dies. Yeah. So this is like, the poinsettia set is similar to this also, in that you've got an outside image that cuts and stitches on the outside, so you could use the negative piece of the paper, but it also gives you a little piece that cuts the veining into the leaves, and I think it adds so much. But again, you don't have to use that. You could just cut out the image. And so the images are straight cut, but the stitching is on the outside of that. And then you have this super cool thing, like whoever thought of this should be Employee of the Month. And I used it on the back of that tag partially. And I think it adds so much. It's just like little stripes in the back there. Isn't that fun? So I think I'm going to make at least a few pieces of this with you because I want you to see how these dies work, and they're really quite fun. Oh, Maria, best tag ever. My gosh, I don't even know what to say. I'm a little verklempt. Okay, so this is using soft sea foam, Sahara sand, and So Saffron, and Bumblebee. This is the color combo. I would not choose this color combo. You guys know me. I would be like, not about that. I like the individual colors just great. I would never have put these colors together, especially not for leaves. So that's why I say always take a look at the catalog, right? Because sometimes it's very good to get out of your creative color box or whatever you normally might make. It's so good for your brain, I think, to make some different things. The shape of the tag itself is from my favorite die set from the annual catalog, the Hippo and Friends, right? Remember when I said you got these and they were kind of like freebies because this is such a stunning die set, 25 dies, right? So let's cut this out really quickly. I think you might like it. And it's also on vanilla, which is a nice change to the eye. It's definitely warmer, right? And just gives you, no, that is shimmer white. So anyway, don't forget about our vanilla cardstock. You don't always have to stamp on white. In fact, you know me, I stamp on all colors. So let me get out a couple of things. First of all, where did I put the stamp set? It's got to be right by my hand. Oh, nope, that's not it. Does anyone see it? Does anyone see the stamp set? Here it is. Oh my goodness, I found it. Photopolymer. There are 5 different leaves. Each of these leaves represents one of the continents that Stampin' Up! Is Stampin' Up's, what do I want to call it, territory. So can someone please tell me what some of these leaves are? Because you know I'm dying to know, and I haven't seen it on the demonstrator website yet. I really want to know what this is, and I think it looks a lot like it probably came from Australia, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so I am definitely on the hunt to find out which of the leaves go with which continent. But of course, if you guys find out before me, oh my gosh, let me know. I need to know. The other thing you probably want to have with this stamp set is our paper piercing mat. Okay, just came back on the market after being retired for like a millisecond. And thank goodness it did, because it's really helpful to get a great image with the photopolymer stamps. And I'll take it a step further and say, when you have stamps like this that have the distinctive quality, so you can see that it doesn't stamp evenly, right? It places ink in larger and smaller doses in different places to make it look more photorealistic and just give it more interest. Anyway, you definitely need some sort of a spongy surface to do that on. And the paper piercing mat is the perfect thing for that. And it's only $5. You can add it to your starter kit along with your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. That'd be a perfect little $5 add-on. Okay, I need the block. There we go. I do love this big, huge stamp. It's so fun. So this one is in Bumblebee. I love the fonts in this set also. Let's take a look at those. And you get a lot of sentiments, right? So I love it. Like I said, I gave it to the landscapers, the guys, you know, and then for my project manager, she was a woman, so I put gold sequins on hers. That was how I kind of delineated hers. But anyway, it was really fun. Hello, Cheryl. You're never late, Cheryl. There's always the replay, but we're glad to have you. So anyway, the sentiments on there are really, really just different and fresh. And the fonts are really good. So just get that nice and inky, and try and get my paper. And again, I've put that paper piercing mat underneath there. We just get a nice, beautiful, look at that. Isn't that fun? So you've got light and dark places, almost like two-step stamping, but you don't need to bother with two-step stamping. Little time saver. And frankly, I think the image is I don't want to say more sophisticated, but it's just different than two-step stamping because it has even more levels than just two different colors. Here's the leaf that really kind of threw me for a loop. It's in Sahara Sand. I don't know that I would put a leaf in Sahara Sand, but again, it completely works with this color combo. And look at that. Aren't these fun? Are you getting your set out and working along with me? Leslie, do you have this set? If you are, I want you to get it out and start working with me right now. Leslie works along with me sometimes. I know all of you do, actually. Now, this little guy was in So Saffron. You know what I think I'm going to do, just in the interest of time? Let's just do this one. And then I'll just show you how I ran it through the die cutter. I think that this makes it much easier. It makes it easier. If you're going to use the veining in the leaves, it makes it a lot easier to do that before you cut the leaves out separately. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the old Big Shot right now. Well, I still can, right? Let's see here. Oh, Tango, you're fine. Tango, pull the bed. I can't imagine who's out right now. Going for a nice stroll. It's like 90 degrees outside. Maybe it's not, actually. I think it was supposed to cool down and not quite hit 80 today. So that's good. Okay, this little guy. Oh, I want my magnetic. It's just easier. I hope you guys are enjoying this because I'm enjoying it. Like I said, it's always fun to start doing some casing through the catalog and kind of get to know your stamps. Okay, so as I said, you take the veining out first. Okay, place that on the stamp. It's got a lot of surface to it, so it sticks on the magnetic plate really nicely. Now with this other one, I am just going to cut it out so you can see what happens there. There's a little peekaboo window right here. That is so you can line this up properly, because once you see the stem, there we go. Once you see the stem right there and this point is matched up, you're good to go. I'm just gonna run those two. They're lined up so perfectly. Let's just not tempt fate. Leslie says, you have hippo happiness on your desk for 2 days and yet to come up with something. Okay, well, I just gave you something. There you go. So fun. Okay, is that cool or what? So, this is how it works, is like there's the stitching. So you could put that on the front of your finished card, of course, and just make like a single layered card. Or you can also pop pieces up, you know, and still have the stitching around it. Or have the plaid paper, say, showing back behind. Anyway, they're very versatile, I think. And I mean, they're leaves, so you can give them to men, women, and children. I don't think they're going to be offensive to anyone. In fact, they might even like them. I will probably do my next online class with this bundle if supplies are available, because I think it has just, it's so much value for the money. So I haven't completely sold myself on that yet. Like I said, you always have to check inventory levels. But again, look at how fun that is, right? And then I just stamped the little thank you on the back. So there's a great idea, if I do say so myself, because I got it right out of the catalog. They, of course, had it up as a card. Okay, I may have to skip a few things here. I don't want to keep you all in suspense. I still have a few more cards to show you. Oh, this is such a cute card. Okay, so this is the Have a Hoot bundle. It's so fun. Uh-oh, my live video is interrupted. Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry, I think I went on to, I think my video was interrupted. So I hope you're all still here. Okay, so this one was really fun, and I did case the catalog. Look at this. Isn't this so interesting and fun? And these owls are just so cute. This was not a difficult card to make, you guys. Really, it was not difficult. The one really cool thing about the die set for this, well, first of all, it's adorable, and it has the cutest spider web in the world. You can cut out all of the owls, all of those images along with the spider and the mistletoe. But you also get these 3 great tags that you could use for mini projects. And so let me show you the tags. And they already have little holes in them for ribbon. Aren't those so cute? Since this is about their size, I think they're great for treats. And they'll go on cards just fine. I just didn't have time to make a card with them, but I was totally thinking about that. But the really cool thing is when you cut these out, you cut out all 3 at once, okay? And you can use this, the way they've placed it, you can use it for frames right on the front of the card. So I didn't even use the tags at all for this card. I just used the negative. And the negative has stitching around the outside, right? And then it just made this cute little vignette of all of the owls. And so anyway, I loved it. And, you know, you use all sorts of stuff there. We may make this on a live one time, because I'm definitely not done with playing with the Have a Hoot, because it is a hoot. It's so fun. And I love this little guy. And of course, I even like this with a tiny spider, because the spider's not real. It was interrupted. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, you have a good night, Maria. Yes, we're getting there. We're almost there. And you saw the greatest tag ever made, so that part, you know, it might just all go downhill from there. Here's that Pick-a-Punch banner punch. So 6 different sizes and 2 different patterns, really. Okay, here's what I want to show you. Starting on page 72 are the indexes for this catalog, and they're excellent. And so this is the bundle index, and it shows you even more great ideas. And here's another one that I cased because you know I love the Peace and Joy. And I cased this card, and I love this card. It's on vanilla also. I would have never used gold with this card because I definitely think that Misty Moonlight and Seaside Spray have silver bases to them. They're like a silver color. And then they put gold with it, and they like blew my mind, right? And I absolutely love it. So again, this is just on page 72, and it has lots of little pieces and parts. You do the floating sentiment in the back on vellum, and I think these gems are called Most Wonderful Time, something like that. Wonderful gems, and they should be. So you get half and half, clear, half red, and they have glitter interspersed in there, and the glitter is not uniform. So some have a lot, some have a little, and they're just in random places on the images, or on the embellishments, sorry. And the embellishments have some like cross hatching on the top of them. So as you can imagine, they are full of texture and color, and they catch the light. What more could you want? And I love this card too. Super fun. I hope I'm showing you all the cards. I certainly don't. Oh, I missed that one. Okay. Do you guys remember this card? We made it a week or so ago. Elizabeth, if you're still there, you loved the sequins. That is using the Christmas tree stamp set. If we have time, we'll go back to it, but this was one of the Christmas trees. So don't forget about using things for different purposes, right? So look at all of these great ideas. And we have treat packaging in here. So please don't forget about taking a look at that. Here's a beautiful, cute little Halloween card that's not a scary Halloween card. It's just a cute Halloween card with our same Have a Hoot bundle, right? And then there's also an index that's called the Catalog at a Glance. And so it gives you a full sheet of nothing but the stamps and just a little quick image to remind you. But if you're looking for a certain stamp, right, like the Tree Angle stamp set, that is where this stamp comes from. So don't forget, I just find these once or after I've gone through the catalog itself once or twice, I really just kind of start back here in the indexes. And then it's just broken down by embossing folders, punches, dies. You get the drift. The DSP, this is a really great way to just spot the DSP that you want all of a sudden. Finally, back here, we've got the offering for the Host stamp set. And so if you have a party of, oh gosh, sometimes this changes, so I wanted to make sure I could see it. Okay, I don't see anything that is an exception, so I believe that for all orders of $150 or more, you can add this to your stamp set or to your order. You can use $10 of your benefits to use towards this stamp set. That's the only way you can have this stamp set. And it's all sorts of pieces and parts of, it's like a stocking builder, right? Isn't that fun? Even has 2020 in there. Oh Lord, we don't want to forget this 2020 too. Well, we're only going to have one 2020, and I really hope that in more ways than one. But we can still smile about it. Look, they're happy, and they aren't even wearing masks. Ooh, this must be, obviously this was taken a little bit in advance of all that, right? Okay, that's our first look through the catalog. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I sure enjoyed getting ready for it because, like I said, I love just digging into learning different things myself about all of the different patterns and the different things that that our designers have come up with to spice up our card making life, right? So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm so glad to always come and see you guys on Thursday nights. And there's much more in the catalog, and so many things that I want to show you. So we'll get to it. All right, we have a few months to work ourselves through this catalog, and don't forget about the annual catalog. There's still great holiday selections in there as well. So everybody, have a great night. I'm going to go through your comments right now, see if you've got any questions, or I'll probably just hit the laugh icon a lot. And have a great night, and I will see you soon. And please don't forget, I will be filming and recording a new Ready Set Stamp video that will be available over on YouTube, I promise, by Sunday at 3 Mountain Time. Last week I had a little trouble uploading it. I had no idea it was going to take 8 hours. Yes, it took 8 hours. So I will plan accordingly this time. It will be ready for you to premiere. So exciting, premiere, right? It'll be ready to premiere Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Oh, we can't forget our beautiful blue card. Ah, oh, so pretty. Okay, everyone, have a great night. Have a good weekend. And check back here often. I'm going to keep the ideas coming. All right, everybody, stay safe.